What's up everyone, I'm Big Bug, welcome back. So we're fishing St John's. I'm fishing in the top left hand corner and I'm going to show you how I caught a fish called black cat, which is a catfish at £63. It's one of the boss fish on the lake, so everybody wants to catch the boss fish that are playing this game. So I'm literally been fishing sort of 15 yards out in this back corner. I'd walked around the lake and seen that all the fish were in this bottom bay or this top bay, but they were very, very close. I was getting fish crashing literally under my feet. So I decided to give it a go. So I literally put the rods out and you can see here I'm into a fish straight away. This isn't the catfish, this one. This was just kind of a gauge to show you how far out I was. I put the day on short and I put the weather to dynamic. Come on, in you come. Now that third rod that you can see right out there, I moved that to roughly where the fish is now. I bring that in really close because the fish, like I said, were right in front of me. So let's just play this fish. We'll get this one on the bank and show you. This is only a small carp. It was more about showing you how far out I was more than anything. There you go, nice little common carp. So we'll put it back. Now, I'm going to put this rod out. I always cast a little bit further than I'm fishing and then wind back to it. I had this on a yellow 18mm dumbbell on a size 6 hook. There you go, what was that? 15 yards I think. Now if you watch over the left shoulder of my character, you will see a tail go up in the air about now. There. I knew then it was a catfish, but I had no idea the size of it. Bearing in mind I'm fishing in, I think it was about 3 or 4 foot of water. So, and this was, like I said, it sort of saw the tail go up and then the rod went off, so I knew it was a catfish. But if you watch in the bottom left hand corner over the period of this fight with this fish, you'll see the distance that this fish gets on me. And it's a very slow sort of process and it's quite a long fight, so I do apologise about that, guys. But as you can see, he's running out to that island opposite, and I was thinking this could be a quite a big one. This, you know, he's already at 50 yards, but I'm keeping that sort of reel tension and the line tension. I'm keeping that round about the middle. I'm not going to give him too much stick because when you're playing this game, you start to suspect if it's a big fish or not, and it really did feel like a decent fish by this point. He's already gained 75 yards on me, and he's still going. So the dangers are obviously if they get down the lake, they're going to snap you up. And I did get snapped up by another fish that had taken from just in front of me, and it ran round to the left, and it got to about 90 yards and stuck me in some bushes or a tree or something. Almost like it was running up the bank, and there was nothing I could do then. The line was snagged. But as you can see now, he's at the 100-yard mark and he's still going. I mean, I just wanted to get it in now really, because I was thinking, I know this is a boss fish. This is definitely a big fish. So we just kind of took our time and do the best we can. Still playing it. The annoying thing with it, the only little bugbear I got with this game, and I know it's to help you out, is when you're playing a fish you can hear the other alarms roaring off, and it kind of, after a little while, it gives you a bit of an headache. Maybe I should turn the sound effects down a little bit just so that they're not as loud, them alarms. But I mean, also in this, I think they should make this game a little bit harder. I know that sounds crazy. Maybe you should be able to choose how hard you have it, because it's not often in real life. I'm a carp angler in real life. It's not often that you get 3 rods screaming off at the same time. Maybe if they'd just done 1 rod, that'd be enough. Not sure. So this fish is now 160 or 160 yards out. It's in 2.5 foot of water. Right, that other fish has come off that other rod now, so the bleeping stops, thank God. Now, as you can see, that's a long way out. Now, there isn't many small carp. Oh, the other one started. So we're kind of just taking our time. I'm starting to gain a little bit of ground on it now. As you watch, it sort of ticking down quite slow, but I want to take my time. I know this is a big fish, and I think there's cats in this lake up to about 80 odd pound, 90 pound. I think the lake record's 90 something pound. So I was quite interested to, you know, get this in as it was, because I was thinking, could this be a lake record? Who knows? Who knows? But as you can see now, we're at 125 yards. We're slowly working it back. Apologise about the bleeps in the background, guys. That's just how it is. I wanted to show you the whole fight of this fish. For the pure fact is, it's not a hook and drag it in, put it in the net. You got to really work the fish, you know. You got to take your time and sort of let it do its thing, but don't let it run you into snags if you can help it. And it's all about keeping the pressure just right. As you can see, I'm really pushing that pressure as hard as I can, but I'm tweaking in the bottom left hand corner. You can see that number 29. I'm tweaking that every now and again. I'm just giving it a little tweak, pulling on the rod, tweaking it again, sort of bit more tension, bit less tension, just to make sure that we don't snap that line. Now we're at 68 yards now. It's coming back towards us. Starting to sort of come towards us a little bit now. 56 yards. It is a long fight, but I did want you to see how long the fight was. I can still hear fish sploshing and bashing. I sat up in this swim for probably about half an hour, 40 minutes all in, about 45 minutes all in all, I think it was. And you can see the tail coming out there. That's where it's in real shallow water, and obviously it's a big fish. Yeah, I sat up in the swim for about 45 minutes and I absolutely smashed it. I had so many fish. I also had a boss tench, which was really nice. He's just trying to kite me into them reeds. I was lucky there because I turned him. He's now, what, 11 yards out, is that? Come on. Still, when he's in front of you like this, don't be impatient. Don't pull too hard on that rod, guys, because it will ping off, honestly. It will snap you up very, very quickly. You just want to take your time. Look at that. Now, I know by that, it's obviously very glitchy for that, but he's doing that in the shallow water. If you watch the depth marker, it's when it gets down to like 1 foot or 2 foot. Bearing in mind, this fish is very, very long, which you'll see in a minute. By now, I was thinking, please don't lose this. Please don't lose this. Too many times I've lost fish, literally at the tip. So he's 8-9 yards out now. This is the danger zone. I call it the danger zone because when they're under the tip like that, they really do thrash around and smash you up. And as you can see, the tension on the line's going up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's where he tries to pull me in, and I managed to turn him surprisingly easier than I thought it would be. I've had smaller fish run me in the reeds a lot easier, and like I say, you see his tail pop out like that because he's in very shallow water. So, okay, still playing this fish. He's 10 yards out, but at this point, I was see that fish jump out. At this point, I was thinking he's going to go on another run. It's going to go. Now, as you can imagine, I already know that this is going to be a big fish. Now, I'd already had a pale tail at £50. So I was thinking maybe a recapture, because it was quite a similar sort of fight. So he's going back out to 13 yards. He's very close to coming in now. It's not not long now, guys. Like I said, I wanted to see the whole fight. But this game, all in all, if you're a fisherman, this game is definitely for you. Especially if you're into sort of UK or Europe style fishing. I know carp fishing is getting quite big in the States as well now. But sort of catch and release fishing as it was. See, fish absolutely smashing all in front of me. Like I said, I had an amazing session. I wish I'd live streamed it. I was thinking about live streaming, but it was very late here in the UK. And but I had such an amazing session, just literally fishing just in front of me, 15 yards out. It almost feels criminal catching fish that far out. Like a couple of rod lengths. Like I said, I had this on an 18mm. Oh, look, he's ready for the net. Look at the size of it in the water. Wow. Awesome. And here it is then, the Black Cat, 63 pounds of pure fighting machine. Look at that. Couldn't even fit his head in the picture. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Don't forget, if you're new around here, hit that like and subscribe. I hope it helped you out in some way. I know these fish come out in different places, etc. But I just wanted to show you, you haven't got to fish to the middle of the lake always. Look for them fish around the edges. They're worth fishing for, and they're definitely not small. Till the next one.